Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It's Christmas Day and we are live. Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope you have had a good evening or good day. Please let me know if you can hear me or if you can't, because I just got a bing bong. No, we seem to be all good. So, yeah, how's it going? I have had a rather quiet day. Oh, good. Patrick can hear me. Thank you for that, sweetie. It's been a rather quiet day today. Kathleen was working this morning, and then I got up, packed the car, went to go and see Mum, who was still sleeping. She'd had a bad night, so we just left her presents there and went to sleep, or left her sleeping, and then I went through to Patrick's to do Christmas dinner, which, even if I say so myself, I was quite impressed at how well I managed it. So, yeah, goodness, that was a surprise. Who've we got? We've got Anne. Good evening, Anne. How are you doing? Julia, happy Christmas to you as well. Caroline, good evening and happy Christmas. Andrew, Merry Christmas. Sarah, good evening and Merry Christmas to you too. Paladin A, good evening and Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for joining us. I just thought, seeing as how I hadn't done a live in forever, that I would try and get back into them on Christmas Day, because what better day to come on live and say hi to everyone. Evening, Anne from Canada, and Merry Christmas. Lisa, good evening. Merry Christmas to you too. Yeah, as I say, I did Christmas dinner, and we had turkey and which had stuffing in it. We did veggies. I actually roasted the veggies in the big air fryer. They turned out perfect. I was really, really pleased. So that was great. And we also had like the sprouts, the carrots and parsnips roasted, gravy, Yorkshire puddings, and roast potatoes. So an actual traditional style Christmas dinner. And I actually managed to get it all ready at the right time. I was shocked and shooketh. And by the end of it, I had a huge smug because, oh my goodness, it's not often that you end up with everything at the right time. So, yeah, there was a bit of a smug there. Willow, good evening. Nice to see you. Merry Christmas and well done on the softest leggings in the world. I have the biggest fluffy, cozy hoodie from Patrick's daughter's family. It's like a blanket. It's fabulous. So I will be using that to come out with the dog. And yes, just before I left Patrick's, as he said there, I did home-baked apple pie, which we didn't have after the dinner because, we basically sat there and went bleh. So, yeah. Karen, good evening and Merry Christmas. Thank you for that. Caroline, cooked Christmas dinner after not doing it for years. Good, well done you. Denise, Merry Christmas from Coleraine. Nice to have you here. So I do hope you've all had a good day, or as best as you can in whatever circumstances you have. I mean, as I say, Kathleen was working. There was other people that we know of that were having a bit of a squinty day. Linda, Merry Christmas to you as well from Quebec. Nice. I have to say, I did look at the NORAD track Santa last night. I don't know why. It was one of those things. I found it when Kathleen was a kid, and found this, computers were still relatively new at that time. And there was this thing of NORAD track Santa, and I was like, what is this? And it was great. There was little games for her to play. There was all sorts of stuff like that. So yeah, last night I just decided, where is Santa? And Santa at that time was in Malta, would you believe? And you saw the little picture of Santa and his reindeer, going across the world. It was quite fun, have to say. Caroline, not had your pudding yet. Yeah, nor have I. I still haven't managed to eat anything after Christmas dinner. But I have to say, I'm really, really pleased with how it worked out, and hopefully that will start a new thing because we had so much more veg than we would normally because we had the Brussels sprouts, the parsnips, and the carrots. And I'm hoping here that I will start doing that, especially now that I've got the farm shop where I can get the proper veg, because I have to say, using the farm shop veg, it's a huge difference. It really is. Even when I'm peeling the carrots, when I've left them a wee bit longer, I mean, just the smell, you can smell that they're just out the ground. It's fabulous. So, yeah, I get that. Brian, Merry Christmas to you. Am I reading a story today? I hadn't planned to do that, Brian. However, I do have stuff that I need to finish. So I will have a look at getting that back on. The only other thing I've got with me reading is The Man Who Walked Backwards. That's on a different YouTube channel, which I think is Palm Audiobooks. But if you just look up The Man Who Walked Backwards, that's the first chapter out of that book. Willow, timings have gone a bit wonky here. Oh, 8 o'clock. You'll be starving by then, Willow. That'll be so confusing. Oh, Michelle, Merry Christmas to you too, down in Brighton. Catherine, you made it. Merry Christmas, sweetheart. How are the penguins, Michelle? Penguins? Michelle, penguins? What have I missed? I have obviously missed something. What have I forgotten? I'm sure Michelle will let us know about penguins. Goodness. We obviously had Callie, the puppy, who doesn't look anything like a puppy just now. She's huge. Oh, gosh, she's so far south. Well, thank you. I thought I'd missed a story about penguins there. As you will have seen, if you've seen anything recently, Callie is pretty huge. So I'm quite conscious when I take her out to let people know she's only 8 months old, but she looks so much older. But she came for Christmas dinner as well. And so she had her own little plate, her own little tub full of little bits of Christmas dinner, which she thoroughly enjoyed. So we had a lovely Christmas dinner. I mean, I'm not, to be honest, I'm not going to go over it till I fall over it. The fact that, I made Christmas dinner and it worked and it all worked out in time. Oh, Catherine, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Much appreciated. But yeah, I have never done Christmas dinner that well. I have done it a few times at my parents', and Kathleen reminded me today that the first time I did it, I basically yelled at her to stay out the kitchen. But she was much more helpful today. Caroline, your dog had some Christmas dinner also. Yeah, I think anyone with a dog gives a dog Christmas dinner, don't they? Because you've got to have special, don't you, baby? I don't know if it's worth trying to get her up in case she pulls the mic out. Come and tell me. No, Cal. Come here. Nope, she's not up for it at all. Obviously gone camera shy. Helen, good evening and Merry Christmas to you too. Catherine, a little cheese and tea for me. You know what's happening with that, don't you? Little special treat. Mary, good evening. Merry Christmas. Andrew, your collie often tries to steal the turkey. Well done, Patch. That's Patch. Cats make up Christmas food. Yeah, see? We all do that. We all give our pets the Christmas food. It's just one of those things that you do because it's nice and you want them to have a special day as well. We've got treats, obviously. Kathleen did the Christmas shopping for the cat and the dog. So they've had some treats, not too many. But yeah, cheese with Christmas cake, Willow? That's a new one for me. I have never tried that. Anybody else tried cheese with Christmas cake? I know it took me many years to understand the cheese with digestives, but actually that's really, really nice. I must actually try cheese with Abernethy's. Yorkshire tradition. We shall try that. Mandy, good evening. Merry Christmas to you. Okay, Yorkshire tradition. Definitely a new one on me. I have almost the makings of a trifle, but I couldn't get jelly, so I need to try and get that. So we might just have um, a New Year trifle instead of a Christmas trifle. Wensleydale and Christmas cake. I might have to try that just because. And basically, if I tell Kathleen that there's a new way of eating cheese, because she's the cheese fiend in the family, we might have to try that out. Cheese and see now, there's Caroline saying it's fabulous as well. Ooh, we're going to have to do that. So that's Sarah and Caroline saying it's fabulous. Well, I think we need to try that. Definitely. Nadine, good evening and Merry Christmas to you too. It's been one of those, I don't know about you, but I have had one of those fabulous, relaxing Christmas days. Because, excuse me, although Cat was up early, I took the dog for a bit of a, well, no. I walked round to the park and then used one of those launchy things for the dog to throw a ball. Because with my hands, there's not much I can do. But I managed to throw the ball a few times for her and then just threatened to chase her. So she ran about for a bit. Then, as I say, I went through to see Mum, then through to Patrick's, and then came home because I said I would do a live. So here I am. But it's actually been quite relaxing this year, which hasn't happened for a while. Normally I'm panicking about something, but this year, no. So, oh, see the lights on people's houses. We don't really have that many here. Although I haven't been to the town much, I have to say. Oh, Mandy, well done you. That must have been exhausting. But the thing is, I think, even although I'm saying this is the most relaxed Christmas I've had in a while, I think sometimes when you have one of those super full on Christmases, when you're making it special for other people, that can be just as fabulous as well. So, either way, it can be quite good. And yeah, I think, Mandy, you definitely need to be resting tomorrow because if everyone had a fantastic day, relaxation is definitely on the cards. Baby Tales, Merry Christmas and welcome. Lisa, oh, bless you, poor soul, sicking on your own, watching YouTube and TV. That's definitely stay snuggled in, stay warm, stay hydrated, and spoil yourself as best you can. That's my prescription. Spoil yourself as best you can, and just relax, especially if you're not feeling well. Snuggle in. Mandy, my husband dressed up as Father Christmas and went round all the flats of disabled adults handing out presents. Nice, Mandy. That's a good way of doing things. I like that. Fun time for just me and all of you. Hope you're all okay and good. Thank you, Catherine. Yeah, I think especially as we get older, we are looking at different ways of doing things. Like as Mandy said, she's just done all the giving out presents, her and her husband to others. And I think as we get older, we sort of look at that and go, oh, we could do that, or oh, I could help there, and stuff like that. And it is, we start to focus on other things because when the kids are young, obviously you do Christmas for the kids. As you get older, then you're sort of like, phew, now I can rest. Although you may be a person with lots of grandchildren, in which case, no, you're not resting yet. But it's so nice to be able to take some time to do something that helps others, makes you feel better, stuff like that. So yeah, Mandy and family, well done. And yeah, as Mandy says, she loves giving now more than receiving. And I know, Catherine, you definitely do that. I've seen that in your comments. You help out in a lot of different places. I know Lat, she's not here at the moment, but she's there. Um, Willow, definitely. Um, I know it happens to a lot of people, especially if you've lost people, if you're going to be in a smaller group, if you're going to be alone, or just sometimes the effort that it takes, especially if a lot of it lands on you. And there's so many places that would love to have volunteers, not just at Christmas. And I personally would advise look at where you can volunteer year round, because I know a few years ago I read somewhere, it was either like the Salvation Army or something like that, and they were like, it's great to get so many volunteers, but we get too many volunteers at Christmas and we get nothing, throughout the year. If people could help us throughout the year as well, that would be great. Um, and finding something that relates to you. Like my thing is, I like helping small charities, and that's why on most of my Making a Difference ones, you'll find it's a lot of the smaller charities, because the big ones, the way I see it, if they can pay their CEO hundreds of thousands, then they don't need our money. But yeah, volunteering, and there's so many different places that you can volunteer, and whether it's local, whether it's online, you could help answer calls or help answer emails for places. But certainly it does make a difference. I know that being able to do the Make a Difference has made a huge difference to me. I mean, I love the fact that as a channel we help people. I think it's great, and we're due to go. I have my normal food bank donation that I normally do at Christmas, but this year I thought there was so many posts on Facebook for local charities saying thank you so much to these people, thank you so much to these people, and I thought there's no point in me giving just now when all the companies and all the people are giving to the charities just now for Christmas. They had so much more than they normally do. So what I will be doing is just after New Year, that's when I'll go and do the £100 food bank shop to go and help them restock. So yeah, I think that's a great idea. Willow, yes, go for it. And lack of sunlight, yeah, that's a big thing. Oh, Michelle, birthday cake with cream. Knob. Happy birthday to your grandson. And 11. Oh, he's getting out the wee boy into the big boy bit now. That's him getting into proper big boy territory. We like that. Yeah, definitely. Happy birthday to your grandson. Yes, Catherine. That is definitely, that's the way I feel. It's, and we can all do nasty and mean sometimes. And that helping, volunteering different ways makes a difference. Willow, that's a fabulous idea, because I know I've seen that on food banks. A lot of people, they get so many tins donated, and especially if you've got people who are moving into their own place for the first time or have just stopped being homeless, and they've got all these tins donated, but they don't have a tin opener. I think that's a fabulous idea, Willow. Oh, Michelle is sitting next to you. Yay! Enjoy your birthday, mate. Go and have another bit of cake for me, because cake is good. And as I am famous for commonly saying, it just has to be done. Do you know, it's your birthday. Michelle deserves another bit of cake. Totally. Catherine, yep. January through March. Yeah, that definitely makes a difference, January through March. And Willow, you're absolutely right. Tinned food is useless if you can't open the tin. So yeah, that's when we're going to go to um, do the big food bank shop is in January when all the Christmas stuff is sort of passed and their donations have slowed down. So yeah, we like that. That's next on the list. We have a whole huge lot of lists. There is so many changes coming in the new year. So many changes. All sorts of things happening here. All sorts of things changing here. So we will keep you up to date with that. There will be much more preparation, much more planning. There will be more organisation as opposed to my normal, which is, just wing it and hope for the best. Not quite the way you're supposed to do it, I don't think. But we are looking to be much more organised in the new year. I'm going to get my prepping planner back out, get it filled in. I have got my Asda delivery pass thing. It's booked until the end of January. So we're going to get a couple of deliveries in then. Um, we're going to make sure that we are going to be batch cooking like a demon. So that's all going to be. I'm thinking vacuum sealer. Anyone got any input on how worthwhile a vacuum sealer is? Because I'm thinking for the batch cooking, it's much easier to freeze things flat. And I seem to remember seeing that a vacuum sealer would be quite good for that. So if anyone has any suggestions as to whether that would be a good thing or a bad thing, that would be most welcome. Or any other batch cooking ideas. I have the zip and seal bags, so I'll use them to start with. And it could be that I might not need a vacuum sealer. Who knows? But yeah, we are looking to be big changes. Big changes. All sorts of things going on. What did I did? Sure, there was something else I was going to tell you. Can't remember what it was now. Not to worry. Oh, we've got another blanket on the go. I can't decide this crocheting. I'm wanting to make it into a square, and I can't decide if I want to make it into not do anything with it and leave it as a blanket, or make one of those. Those conch shell cardigans. You like sew two seams together. That's my other thing that I'm starting. So yeah, that's a bit of a question as well. Lisa, what was that? Probably Ash something. Best ever one wasn't expensive, but it's brilliant. Willow votes cardigan. Yeah, you see, because I've got a lot of blankies, so I was thinking cardigan. And I did try and make one of them a while ago, but I made it so huge. I had to actually take a bit in the middle of the back and like double it over and sew it. So yeah, that we'll see how that's going. There we go. We will be going for the cardigan then to see how that works. Fingers crossed. So I have some more crochet. Eating less gluten. Willow, eating less gluten was the best thing I ever did. Honest, hands down, eating less gluten, because if you've seen the channel for a while, it's been going on over a couple of years now. I used to eat rice and pasta all the time. Pasta was my go-to. And I have cut that right back. And apart from dropping like a stone and a half, it means I don't have that, I've just eaten, I need to nap now. I was getting that all the time. Plus, I was getting a bit of a sore stomach, feeling bloated and just exhausted. So I started that was when I started hitting on the roast carrots, roast parsnips. I found out I can eat double, triple the veg I would have done before if I roast it rather than just boiling it up. Because, I'm Scottish, we boil everything. What can I say? But I eat so much more veg roasting it. So yeah, I would, if you're thinking that eating less gluten might help you, then I definitely think that is the way to go. As I say, it made a huge difference to me. I feel much more positive, much more alert up there, sort of thing. Um, and I got a blood sugar monitor probably about 6 months ago, and I got my blood sugar checked at the doctor's. I do not have pre-diabetes. I am not diabetic. I have had the blood tests, but the gluten free, as I say, I mean, I dropped a stone and a half quite quick. Well, not quite quickly, but on a going down like a couple of pounds within maybe 5 to 6 days. Um, so that's been fabulous. Obviously positive mindset, but from the health side, it absolutely has made a huge difference. I'm not, as I said, repeating myself again, I'm not as sleepy, I'm not as exhausted, my stomach's not as painful. So, yeah, go with it. Go do more veggies and stuffs instead of the pasta. Um, I cut out the rice here as well. I still have some, but not as much. But I remember I came home from work one day and I was exhausted and it was horrible. And I was like, I'm having super noodles because, they're there, they take 3 minutes. Good grief, I felt awful. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the flavour. I like my super noodles. I love the flavour. I loved eating them. But oh my goodness, just the suffering I went through after that just wasn't worth it at all. Start doing sit-ups, might get myself a visible six-pack. Go on yourself, Willow, because I am certainly not keeping you company in that one. I have utterly no need for a visible six-pack. Six-pack of chocolate biscuits, possibly? Might have to think about that. But yes, definitely doing a thing. I felt like I had a stone in my stomach. Pennies to dollars. Good evening and Merry Christmas to you. And thank you for that. Yes, that's a stone in my stomach that wouldn't move. That is a very good description of that. Very good description. I mean, says me who still has my 2 slices of toast in the morning because I've decided that I don't particularly like yogurt, which I tried doing the yogurt. I haven't got myself back into my porridge yet. I'll maybe do that in the new year. Start doing my porridge because, of course, I've got the milk from the milkman. Ooh. Yeah, we like the porridge with syrup. I know, not terribly healthy, but it's better than toast for my stomach, possibly. I will investigate which one's better. Because I can't do eating cooked breakfasts. Even eggs is too much for me in the morning. So, oatcakes. I have oatcakes. I have oatcakes in the cupboard. I could have oatcakes and cheese for breakfast. That would be nice. I would quite like that. See, so there we have the plan. We started doing the gluten free thing-ish, about 6 months ago or something? And now I can start it more as we go through in the new year when I'm planning for my new start. See, this is good. We're having some good ideas here, people. And obviously, there's more than me that's having a bit of a reaction to the gluten, it would seem. Possibly an age thing for us people of a certain age. Not that makes a bit of difference to most of the things that I try and do, but hey, bit of a certain age has to be done. So yes, but hopefully, if I can do that, excuse me, and the plan is because I'm going to be doing the planning of the shopping and the meals, etc., then I'll be able to put a bit more thought into it, as I say, rather than winging it every time. Because it's all very well going in and getting whatever's cheap in the reduced section, which I can still do every so often. Pennies to dollars, is that what it is? Which makes it harder to digest. Well, yes. figure out how to make oatcakes. Now, Willow, I saw a recipe for oatcakes. It was a YouTube video. It was a man, and he was in a broken down, like, Highland clearances cottage type thing that still had the fireplace. And he made a wee fire, and he had his wee pot, and it's literally oats and water. We shall have to try oatcakes. That would be a good plan. So that's also to go on my list. I should be making a list. I have so many lists. What can I say? But yeah, this guy said that it literally, he was there with like oats, salt, and water, and he fried them up in the frying pan. Oh, Liz. Liz has been at work since 7 this morning, come home, cooked dinner, and just sat down.
Well, I'm a responsible adult. My money's on its own.
What?
There was a thing that said a responsible adult puts money to the side. So my money was lying on its side.
True. As you can hear, that is the child.
Hi.
How fabulous was your mother's Christmas dinner?
That was amazing.
See?
Did you bring me any more?
No, it has more stuff to make. Yes. Yep. Yeah, you have to come and bring Callie. Liz, I agree with Willow. Oh, she's not speaking to you at all.
Yeah, we know why.
Yeah, Liz, you definitely, that's you. You just stay sat down. Because that's like a 12-hour shift. Up on my shoulder. Up. Meet the dog.
Move the laptop a little.
Oh, I don't know how that works. Nope, the dog's gone. No, you can't, because if you undo my microphone, it will undo everything.
Oh, baby.
We've had that before, haven't we?
Of you up.
Llama leggings. Kathleen, what are llama leggings?
I want llama leggings.
Yeah. Well, what's llama leggings? Because Kathleen already wants them. What can I say?
I don't know if they're cozy or they have llamas on them, but I want them.
I will get Kathleen to go and look that up. And yes, Liz, your prescription is to stay sat down. Willow says the softest leggings in the world.
I need them.
Kathleen just said she needs them. What can I say?
I live in leggings.
She does. Them. So, yes, that's been us. So as you can see, that's Kathleen and the dog. There are probably some with Patrick leggings that llamas wear. I think not, young man.
I'd love to see that though.
And Willow thinks there probably are some with llamas on them.
It's wonderful. Llama leggings with llamas on them.
Caroline, good evening. Merry Christmas. Welcome to the live. We're talking rubbish as usual. We are talking, actually, we've had quite a healthy talk. I know, Catherine, sorry, you said you would be a fruitarian if you could. I certainly can't do that. I eat very little fruit. Patrick brought me in some tangerines.
Oh, the tangerines are good.
They're very good. What used to happen when I was young is if Mum bought tangerines, she'd have to eat the first one to tell me how sour it was or whether I could eat it. And if they were sweet, I would just eat loads of them because I very seldom ate fruit. Oh, Caroline, that was grandson. Hello. Merry Christmas. Welcome to Caroline's grandson.
Welcome, hello. From me and the dog.
But yeah, we did that for years. I would never be the first one to eat fruit. But I was brave this time and I tried these tangerines and they're fabulous. So I have like 3 a day.
Oh, until they're tangerines. I was surprised I didn't get one thrown at me until eat it.
Mm-hmm. Tech Cowgirl, good evening. Merry Christmas. Thank you for joining us. We are talking food at the moment and trying to think about being healthy. I'm not very good at it, but I'm getting better.
Which is a lot on the cutting out of the heavy carb.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we were just talking about gluten-free there. I have cut out a lot of them.
Yeah, but you don't go gluten-free. You just don't eat it.
Mm-hmm.
There's gluten-free substitutes dressings, and you're just like, no, it's fine. I'm just not going to eat it.
Shush. Liz gets their sympathy. Liz, you have heartfelt sympathy, and I do not expect you to move for quite some time. Liz works in the laundry in a nursing home.
Yeah, no, I feel for you.
See, Kathleen feels for you and is like, oh no. So
I wish Ashton had laundry. I was the laundry.
Yeah.
On top of the night shift.
Yeah, the night shift where Kathleen used to work in the nursing home, they did the laundry. So, yeah.
On top of the hourly checks on 17 residents. Can we point that out?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody who worked in healthcare will understand my pain.
Yes. So... Oh, Tech Cowgirl back into fitness, having gone full carnivore.
Right, baby. I'm going back upstairs.
Oh, there you go. Cut the carbs down. See, seems that cutting carbs works for a lot of people.
I would die. I tried it.
Yeah.
I literally go weak.
Is that you going?
Yeah.
All right, say goodbye to Josh, Caroline's grandson, who said hi.
Bye-bye, Josh.
That's
and everybody else.
Thank you. There we go. Peace and quiet. Bless Caroline. I'll say hi, Josh. Thank you for joining us. Willow, go be sociable. Have a great evening, sweetheart, and thank you for joining us. Bye. You want to regain the athletics you did a decade ago. Tech Cowgirl, that is very brave. Thankfully, I was never athletic. I always remember at school it was the high jump, and I was the tallest in my class. And the PE teacher said I should be great at high jump. I was rubbish, complete rubbish. So then he decided I'd be good at running because I had long legs, and I was completely rubbish at it. I was never a sporty person. So Tech Cowgirl, kudos to you, and good luck with that. Jackie, good evening and Merry Christmas. Welcome. Need to cut down on carbs this coming year. Right. Do you know what we're going to do? There you go. I'm going to make a plan. Says, where's my notepad? I think my notepad's in it. Oh, no, look, there's my notepad. I am going to make a plan. This year, as a side thing on the channel, does my pen work? Yes, it does. Look at that. We are going to start looking at lower carb recipes, lower carb ways of doing things. And dialed into supplements got high blood pressure and glucose levels back under control. Oh, well done you. See, that's a good thing. No more carb benders. The best thing to lose weight is skipping. Now, I do not disagree with Patrick on that because I did skipping hundreds of years ago and I dropped so much weight so quickly. However, can we just say, Patrick, do you want me to start skipping? Really? Do you think that's a good idea for me? Oh, skip lunch, skip dinner. Yeah, very smart. He can't help himself sometimes, honestly. Tech Girl, so addicted to bread. Yes, I am with you on that one. I used to do the toast for breakfast, sandwich for lunch, toast for a snack in the evening, 6 to 8 slices of bread a day, which was quite bad for me. Crock pot. Oh, crock pot porridge. Oh, I like that. I shall copy that down when this is over. Thank you for that, Nadine. With salt and cinnamon and raisins and nice. See, we like that. Thank you. Skipping days are over. It takes me any time to walk. See, if I said I was going to go skipping, Kathleen would have a heart attack because I am so accident prone that we just don't. I mean, if we are walking through a town and there's a cobbled street, Kathleen or Patrick takes my arm or both. We just don't let me walk on any uneven surface. It's just not good. Bread is my downfall. Now, Caroline, yes, I agree with that. Now, our local bakery does a spelt and honey loaf. I think that is a lower gluten thingy bob because it didn't used to upset me as much as the normal bread did. The fact that I used to eat doorsteps of it with enough butter to put my teeth marks in was probably a bit of a problem. Oh, Nadine, see you later. Thank you for joining us and thank you for the porridge. Have a good night, sweetheart. Bye. Stumbled on timing of meals being effective. Ate my main meal of the day with low carb, moderate protein fats around 1 p.m. and then a late dinner. I have started doing that as well. More having my proper food in the middle of the day. But yeah, things like that. Low glycemic veggies like that. Oh, now see? Yeah, I'm with you on that, Catherine. Bone broth with meat of the day and some low glycemic veggies like broccoli. That's good. See, and there's another one with timing of the meals is critical. Good evening, Michelle and Valerie. And Merry Christmas. Bread till I bought a bread maker and made my own wholemeal loaves with olive oil. Oh. Yeah, see, Catherine, that was Patrick being silly. He did mean skipping meals as a joke, but I know that he does skipping as keep fit, and my ankles roll at the drop of a hat, so we're absolutely not doing that. Oh, see? Never eat after 5, stopped eating by 6. This could be a thing, people. Yeah, Caroline, definitely being on your own, it is difficult cooking just for one. That's why I batch cook, because I find it much easier, and I've normally got the music on and I'm throwing things in pots, and 90% of the time I don't have a clue what I'm doing and just play it by ear. But batch cooking made a big difference to me when I was on my own. Now I've got Kathleen, but that's basically the same thing. I just batch cook and we each pull whatever we want out of the freezer. I could have mince one day, she could have curry, vice versa the next day, etc. So yeah, that's definitely a thing. Only 49, but hormones do play a role as we age. Oh yeah, they do. They absolutely play a thing. Oh, cutting carbs after the. See, this is a hot. Oh, better sleep. Michelle having to cut on carbs. Right, we're going to do this, people. We are going to be doing a cutting carbs thing as a sideline to the normal videos I'll put out. But yeah, I'm going to go and investigate this, because if there's that many of us, just even from the pool that we've got here online, on Alive, for goodness sakes, then, this could be a thing. Baby tails. Is that what it's called? Right. Oh, Josh, thank you, darling. You have a good evening. Bye. Loads of years ago, basically just not long after Kathleen was born, I went to Slimming World. So this was the old Slimming World. And it was so, so simple. One day was carbs and veggies, and the next day was meat and veggies. And then you went back to carbs and veggies, and then you went back to meat and veggies. And I lost loads of weight. Granted, my carbs days, the portion control was a bit iffy. Now, they also did say that you could do the, when you were having a carbs and veggies day, you were allowed to add like 2 ounces of chicken or meat or whatever. But basically, it was just a flavouring. But then on your meat and veggies day, you would have like a stir fry with half a chicken in it. Not quite, but you know what I mean. And it worked really, really well for me. And then, of course, I went back to Slimming World a few years later, and it wasn't the same. It wasn't as simple, and there was all these countings and sins and stuff and things, and yeah, I'm no use at that. Yep, too expensive for me as well. Plus the fact the time, by the time I'd finished work when I was full time, the time I got in, and I was like, I'm not going back out. behave. I'm in, settled for the night. It's not happening. So yeah, we shall do a thing, ladies and gentlemen. We shall do a thing. Professor, we will write that down. Low carbs, batch cooking. Original Slimming World. Which is the Harcombe. Thank you for that. See, I really liked it. Yeah, see, Jackie, you had the same as me. Red and green days. Too complicated nowadays. Cook potatoes, then cool them entirely down, then reheat them to eat as this blunt said. Oh. Now, where did I see that? Sarah, thank you. The Christmas lectures are all about the food we eat and how it affects us. Starts on a Sunday night and there will be 3 episodes. Oh, Royal Institute Christmas lectures. Royal Institute Christmas lectures. Look at us. You know that when we come and do this at New Year, we're going to have plans together. We're going to have suggestions so that we can all put them on here and then we can all, look back this chat and get ideas. This is what we're going to do. Look at us. I'm dead impressed with us. I thought we were all going to be sitting here half awake with the, oh my goodness, I'm exhausted. I've just had Christmas dinner. See? There you go. I am dead impressed. Tech Cowgirl, that thing with the cooking and reheating, I had read somewhere that was a better way of doing things. That reheating your carb stuff was better than taking it initially. It's one of those things, my brain's full of stuff that I've read at some point and I forget about, and then someone says something, I'm like, oh yeah, I read that somewhere. Full of wee feels, all going different ways. But yeah, we're going to do good. This is going to be a good year, people. Could it be any worse than last year? I ask you. Really? We are going to do good because we're going to do it in the, especially for, money saving value, we're going to be doing more veg, which will cut down on carbs and stuff. So plus the fact that will be cheaper. That I'm saying that pasta's so cheap and it's a really good filler. But then if you're using potatoes and doing the reheating thing, as Tech Cowgirl said, and it helps, and you're doing all that, then that's really cool. Harcombe Diet book is on Amazon. Right, are you impressed at this? I am not going to buy that book because it's basically, from what we've heard, it's basically meat and veggies one day, pasta and veggies the next day. Now, if I can do that loads of years ago, I can do that now. So I just need to plan it out. And best of all in the world, I have a lot of meat in the freezer that I have bought when it's been reduced in Asda, which needs to be used. And I've got the most fabulous little farm shoppy thing just down the road where I can get my potatoes, my carrots, my turnips, some vegetables that I don't actually know what they are. So I'm as well roasting them and trying them as well, because why not? And they will all be in season and they're from the fields next door. See, that's the plan. Hopefully. I like the way you're saying that, Catherine. Yeah. Actually, that could be a good shout. See, look at us. I'm dead impressed with us. We are doing all this thing. I just need to go and plan menus now, which is what I said I was going to do. Cutting out pasta and grains is a thing I'm going to do for a good 6 months and track my progress. I think that's a good plan. I've got no intention of tracking my progress because I'll just watch my videos. If I look at a video 6 months' time, if I look healthier than I do just now, then everyone's seeing it. And that's a good enough record for me because I put a video up every day. Almost every day, because I missed one a couple of days ago. But you did get to see the dog running about the hill. So that was my compensation. I thought you'd be quite happy with that. But yeah, I think that's going to be a good plan. And that means that I am going to do, as I said, I want to get shopping planned. I want to get it done before I go to work on the 6th. I want to get this all in place so that once I go to work on the 6th, it's just a case of carrying on and keeping it going. Hugh, good evening and Merry Christmas. Nice to see you. So that should, if I can get this started. So what have we got? A week? Says her looking at the calendar. I'm useless at this. My planning skills are desultory. Yeah, so a week I have until the 1st of January. And then I've got another week after that before I go back to work. So in the next week, I'm going to do more in the house because my good intentions went out the window as usual. But I'm still further forward than I was when I started. So I've managed to keep bits like my kitchen worktop is still clear, can I say? Which is huge for me. Tech Cowgirl taking progress photos and videos, I'm dead impressed at because, yeah, no. I tried that once, it just depressed me. But as I say, this, because I do the videos every day, it shows you the difference. If you look at one from whenever back in the day, you'll see the difference in me. So yeah, anything that helps you get through it. But I think there is a possibility I might actually manage to carry out some plans this new year. So for the next week, I shall do a thing each day. Don't know what the thing will be. It could be that I'll hoover. But that's a big thing if I hoover my bedroom because I need to have to hoover up the stairs, etc., etc. So, yeah, but that's a thing that needs to be ticked off. So there will be a list of things that need to get ticked off, and I'm going to do one every single day this week. And I'm also going to either pick a recipe or pick a bit of food cooking or something. And that will be that. Caroline, I think I'll be eating leftovers for the next week. Yep. Nope. I left the leftovers at Patrick's. Basically because I have a lot more shopping than he does. So Patrick has the leftovers. I have the stuff here, which I will be taking something out of the freezer tonight for dinner tomorrow for Kathleen and I. So we'll see what we've got. I've got no idea what it's going to be yet, but I'm sure it will be nice. So we'll get that. But yeah, pasta is easily digested after being cooked, cooled, and then reheated. Accountability to myself is one thing. Video diet, yeah, quite right, Tech Cowgirl. That's, anything that helps you. Although I have to say that even although I come on here every day, I have no accountability because I make so many plans and they don't work. But I'm quite happy to come on here and just say it didn't work or I didn't do that. I didn't manage that. So yeah, but hopefully that would be it. So 20-minute walk first thing in the morning every day. Lost 30 pounds in one tick. Oh. Great success with the fat days over the carb heavy day. Yeah, see? This is what we need to do. We are on a plan, people. We are on a plan. We will be budgeting. We will be meal planning. We will be sorting it out because best on the world, a lot of us who are on this channel are people of a certain age or getting to a certain age. And if we can get us healthier, then that's fabulous. We like that. Kerry, good evening, and thank you for that. Merry Christmas to you too. So increasing your breathing rate and stretching your lungs, people lose weight just by doing controlled breathing 2 to 5 minutes a day. Okay. It's a new one on me, Catherine, but it's worth a go. It's not exactly going to cost me anything. 37 days active outside doing yard work for most of those days. Yeah, I would be dropping weight if I was active outside as well, I have to say. But I work in an office and then I come on the computer at night. Callie's been quite good though, because I take her over to the park. Don't for any minute think that I actually walk the dog. I don't. I take her about 20 metres to a park and throw a ball a couple of times. I'm over that age, I think, Caroline. Yeah, we're all over that age, Caroline. I'm just being nice here. We're just of a certain age. But health is one of the big things. I went to the doctor's last week, this week, I don't know. Just recently, anyway, because my hands have been getting worse and worse. So I went to the doctor's, and seemingly this bit here, because it's been my thumbs and stuff. She went back to an old X-ray from when I broke my hand a couple of years ago, and seemingly I have distinctive, or what is it, substantial deterioration of my scaphoid bone, or scaphoid area, scaphoid something. I don't know. So I'm going in for more X-rays for that. So we'll see how we get on with that. You're back to work on Friday. Oh, bless, baby tails. I'm saying that. It's many years since I was able to say that I'll be off. I think I remember Kathleen when she was younger. She was doing, it's either care or hospitality, whatever, or retail, one of the ones that she was in. And she's like, I have to work Christmas again. I was like, babes, I worked Christmas for like 20 years. Do not at me. It's actually a huge bonus if I get Christmas off. Because even when I first started working with the construction company, they were still open for emergencies on Christmas Day. I didn't have to go in on Christmas Day, but I went in between Christmas and New Year with a book, with the boss's permission. It's like, yeah, but we need someone in the office just in case. So me, my book, off we went into the office with my biscuits and stuff. Do you know, you'd be so proud of me, actually. The biscuits I did not have in the office just before Christmas. I didn't have biscuits for weeks. So I'm feeling quite proud of myself. Because, don't be funny, when you cut down your gluten and then you have biscuits, it's definitely a thing. So I am going to love you and leave you now, unless anyone has any questions, because I can hear the cat at the door. So I'm going to go in and, oh, there she comes. Yeah, I'm going to go and get the cat, get her treats and get her fed. So have a great night, everybody. And thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Go have a lovely Christmas evening, and I will catch you later. Bye.